this morning's session is all about the core. We're really going to work the midsection with some good floor work, some static holds and things like that. So I'll take you through the moves and what we're going to do for the workout in a bit. But first of all, let's get ourselves nice and warm, nice and mobile before we start. So we'll start with a little jog on the spot. And as jogging on the spot, just look from left to right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10, and then roll the shoulders. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and then roll it forward. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Thumbs at waist height, fly them back. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and one more. 10, bring the arm across, hug it in, and let it go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10, and change sides. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and then join the spot, high knees. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and stop. Take the feet a little further apart, arms out wide, bend the elbows, one arm down, the other arm up, and rotate. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Shake it out. Reach out with the fingertips, thumb up and back, thumb down and back, and rotate contra-directionally. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Shake it out, and then sway from side to side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10, and then a deeper side bend, hand up and over, the other hand sliding down the side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Change it over. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and one more. 10, and then nice bit of rotation. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10, and then hinge from the hips. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10, and now we're taking it back, and now just adjust it, also taking it down, so it's a squat now. So I'm just going to do 10 of those. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, we're going to lunge now, either lunge forward or reverse lunge, whichever you prefer. I'm going to do 10 reps of these in total, so here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10, and then we're going to swing the leg out front, get those hamstrings a little bit more mobile, so just a gentle leg swing up, change it over. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10, and I'm just going to jog at the spot a little bit more now. Pardon me. I'm just going to pick the energy level up, starting with star jumps, jumping to the side. I'm going to go 1, 2, 3, jumping jacks, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, jogging the spot again. Next thing I'm going to do now is spotty dogs, so that's hands front and back, 10 reps. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Good job. Jogging on the spot. Next thing I'm going to do now, lean back, arms in front and behind like this. 1, 2, skipping up front, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and then high knees. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Then bring the arms into it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. And take a breather. Right then. Everyone nice and warm. So let's crack on and move on to the main workout. So what we're going to do today, today's session is perhaps a little bit more low-key on energy-wise. We're looking very much at strength and core strength in particular with today's session. So we're really going to hit this midsection with some static holds, some planking, with some side planking, and then some movements as well that sort of push that a little bit further. So I'm going to take you through it. We're alternating a static hold with an active movement that hits the same area for a large chunk of this, and then towards the end we're going to change it up and then move gradually into some more whole body work where we're working with squats, lunges, explosive jump versions of both those exercises, and then finishing strongly with whole body cardio work using burpees and things like that as well. Okay, so I'm going to take you through the exercises. We're only doing 3 circuits, so it's nice and straightforward this morning. The first exercise we're going to do is just a plank. Now we're going to hold this position for a minute. So it's quite long sets on these static holds. Now I appreciate that a minute is actually quite a long time for some people to hold a plank. So you can either go onto your knees, or if you do find yourself struggling a little bit to come out of the plank, just come out of it, break, shake, and go back into it. So basically, plank for as long as you can, but then we're going to be working on the plank. Whether you're coming in and out of that position is absolutely fine for a minute. Okay, so we're going to hold that plank position. Then once we've done a minute on the plank position, whether you're coming in and out of it or not, we're going to move into a mountain climber. So what we're doing there is we're hitting the front of the body in a static hold and holding that for quite a while, and then we're going to move it. So that's quite an intense change in focus there, going from one to the other. Then we're going to move to the side, and exactly the same protocol. So we're going to do a side plank. Now a minute on a side plank is very challenging. I find it quite challenging. So again, exactly the same thing. You can either try it on your knees if you prefer, or if you'll find you're holding it but you're struggling a little bit, by all means just come out of it, rest as and when you need to, and then come back into it over the course of that minute. We're going to do that on one side. So if we're doing it on the right, then the next exercise, the movement, is a crunch on there. So you bring in your support with this hand, it's a side crunch. Bring the leg up and bring in the elbow to the knee. Okay, and then after that we're going to do the same thing on the other side, holding it for a minute in that side plank position, and then switching and then crunching it for 30 seconds. So it's a minute 30 seconds, a minute, 30 seconds on the move. Okay, so once we've done plank, mountain climber, side plank for a minute, 30 seconds, side crunch, doing that on both sides, then we're moving to the back of the body. So we're working our way all the way around here. Okay, and we're going to do a minute. The static hold this time is the Superman hold. So holding in this position here for a minute, nice and strong. Then once we come to the end of that minute, again the same protocol. If you want to come in and out of it, that's entirely up to you. I might exactly do the same. You've got 30 seconds of flutter kicks, really hitting those glutes quite hard with that static hold. Okay, so suffice to say this is going to be a little burny today's workout. Once we've done that, then we're up onto our feet. And we're going to start on our feet with a squat lunge. So steady pace, no explosive movement to start with. So we're going to go squat, lunge, squat, lunge, squat, lunge. That's for the minute. Then the 30 seconds, we're going to do the same movement, but we're making it explosive. So it's a jump squat lunge. So it's there, 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 like that for 30 seconds. Then we're kicking it up again into a minute of up down burpees. So that's there, down to the floor, down to the elbows, up onto the hands, up into the burpee. A minute of that. Then we're kicking up the intensity again. 30 seconds of high knees. Driving it like that. And then we're finishing with a minute of burpees. So back down on the floor, just full speed, full intensity burpees to kick that heart rate up at the end of the circuit. So that's the circuit. We're going to do 3 rounds of that with a minute's rest in between, and then we'll have a little stretch afterwards. Okay, so I'm just going to pull up my timer and we'll get started. Here we go. Right, so we're going to start in plank position on the floor. Really think about your line in this one, and we're going to hold it for a minute. So when you're ready, into position, off you go. The body position is really important on the plank. Hold your line, pull your belly button away from the floor. Make sure the hips aren't sneaking up. Try and keep them as in line as possible. So squeeze your knees together, squeeze your glutes. Push the elbows down towards the toes. With the plank, you're not just sitting there, you're not just resting there. Even though it's a static hold, things are active, engaged. Really squeeze it now. Push. Try and shorten the distance between your elbows and your toes. Squeeze them together. Really increase that contraction. If you need to come in and out of this position, that's absolutely fine. Not got long left in it now. Here comes the absolute kicker. In 10 seconds, we're moving to mountain climbers, which we're going to do for 30 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Onto your hands. Drive your knees. Go. Give it a full blast. So move it from that static hold to a high energy movement that fires the same muscles, works the same muscles, but moves them quickly. Keep going, guys. Next move is going to get into the side plank on the left hand side. Down you get. Hold it. Now this is quite a challenging one for a minute. So try, think about your line. Think about alignment, looking directly ahead. If you do need to come out, or if you do need to do this on your knees, or even elevating the upper body on a bench or a piece of furniture, that's absolutely fine. So, we're halfway through it. Oh, our side planks are a long set. Engage these glutes here, push the hips forward. So you're in line. Everything is much stronger when you're lined up. So hold that position. There's not long left on it now. Squeeze those glutes. Push those hips in line with the shoulders and the ankles. And we're going to move it now. 3, 2, 1. And we're going to side crunch on the left side. So from here to the knee. And now you should feel that movement. You can assist, as you see I'm doing here, just with my supporting arm. You can give yourself a little bit of help. That's absolutely fine. Okay, 30 seconds of this. And then we're moving into side crunch on the right hand side. So again, think about your body position here. Push these hips forward. If you want to put your hand up like this as well, that can sometimes make it a little easier because your weight is shifting that way. So it helps you keep your hips up. So just really think about that maybe. If you want to keep your hands by your side, actually notice a slight difference as you move the hand up and down. Pull everything in. Squeeze your glutes. Again, great exercise. Well, posture all around really. If you run, this is great stuff to do to keep your pelvis level, keep your core strong. Got a little bit more on this, and then we can just swap over and do the side crunch on the right hand side. Again, little adjustments. Okay, and off we go. That's it. Really work your way into it. Get the leg up high if you can. Just feel, the key with this is not to pull on the head, the shoulders, it's this. This is what we're aiming to work. It's what we're working with the side plank, what we're working now with the side crunch. Okay, onto your front, Superman hold. And again, really think about what's happening with your body when you're doing these static holds. You know, there's not much big explosive movement, but what is happening is you're really holding a strong position. This sort of work is great for posture, great for back health. Give your glutes a squeeze too, get the knees off the floor. And hold it. Not long to go. Maybe adjust yourself if you need to. Hold this position. Squeeze the glutes. You got 10 seconds. And then we're going to move to a flutter kick for 30 seconds. Okay, off you go, 30 seconds. So the glutes are going to burn now. Oh my, aren't they just? Keep it going. It's the whole leg going from the hip, not just the knee. The whole leg going from the hip here. Got 5 seconds, then we're on our feet for the squat lunge. Up you get. Oh, right. Squat, lunge. Squat, really focus. We're going to explode into this in a faster way for the next 30 seconds. So just use this minute to really work on the technical side of your movement. Squat it down, bring it up. Squat it down, bring it up. Keep going. Priming the movement pattern before we start going a little bit faster. Keep going, guys. Try and come all the way up to standing. We won't be doing that when we start bouncing through it. Get ready in 3, 2, 1, go. Starting to burn the legs a little now. That's it, try and bounce through it. It is a little harder to bounce through it because we've pre-worked the legs. Up, down, burpee coming up next. Off you go, guys. Down to the floor, down to the elbows, back to the hands, up. Down to the floor, down to the elbows, back to the hands. Keep it going. So not such a big cardio blast on this one today, but you can certainly feel the work in the muscles, in those static holds and those slower moves. Nearly there. Keep going. High knees now, next 30. Get the heart rate up. It's not long. Drive it. Got less than 10. Then it's full speed burpees. Off you go, guys. Just a full minute of burpees. So this is where it kind of messes with the structure a little. So we're going now to 3 higher intensity whole body moves, one after the other. Nearly there. It's a long set, a minute on burpees, but we're nearly done. Hand rest. Oh, okay. We've got a minute's rest. I'm going to do the same thing all over again. So these are quite long sets. It's 10 minutes a set pretty much. So just get your breath back, especially after that minute of burpees, and then we'll get cracking on moving into set 2. Good thing about this one, so we're only doing 3 sets in total. We've done one, we've only got 2 more to go. Okay, we've got 20 seconds recovery, and then we're going to move into the plank to start with. Again, as I said, work in the plank and the side planks for as long as you can. If you need to come in and out, it's absolutely fine. Into position in 3, 2, 1 and hold. But try and hold it for as long as you can. That's the key. Deep breaths in. It's quite meditative. Just really think about it. Don't think about what's happening with that midsection. Just think about the position. Think about holding it. Deep breaths. Push the elbows down to the toes. Engage the front of the body. But maintain that straight line. So you're not closing things off. Don't train the front of your body to become smaller, shorter. Keep that tall, strong posture. Okay, coming in on 5 seconds, then we're going to move to mountain climbers. In 3, 2, 1, off you go, drive the knees. Push it, you've got 30 seconds. Then we're moving on to a side plank on the left. 2, 1, change position, side plank. Push the hips forward. Really think about your line here. Might need to adjust a little, stacking. Now if you do find this a little uncomfortable on one foot stacked on top of the other, you can do your side plank like that, or like that, whichever is most comfortable for the feet. It's entirely up to you. Again, pushing the hips forward, holding the line. Squeeze the glutes, especially the bottom glute, the bottom. Not long left on this now, 15 seconds. If you want to bring your hand up, that can make it a little easier. Push the chest forward. Okay, switch it over. Crunching now to here, so feel that work. Go a little higher. Try and take the elbow to the knee. Try and take the shoulder to the knee if you can. And get a strong contraction on the side of the trunk. Okay, onto the side plank on this side now. Push the hips forward. Hold. For as long as you can. Come in and come out of it if you need to. If you get to 30 seconds and you feel you're struggling, take a 10-second break, then come back to it for the final 20. Or take as much as you need. But when you're coming into this position, always focus on finding that line. Keep it nice and strong. Push the hips forward, making sure that you're not rolling forward, you're not rolling backwards. The shoulders are stacked, one on top of the other. Not long left on this one now. I'm going to just switch over to the side and then crunch the same side. Off you go. And again, it's leading with the shoulder. You've got your elbow up like this just to get it out of the way, really. The key is this part of the movement. The squeeze and the shortening. Like I'm doing, you can get your hand down to support. If you find you're struggling with balance, that's absolutely fine. Okay, next thing is the Superman hold. Over we go. Really think about your glutes now. Try and do full Superman. My favourite Superman position, this one with the fists. Can do that one, but I prefer this one. Just I think it looks cooler. Okay, not long left on this, then we're going to go to flutter kicks. Okay, flutter those legs. 30 seconds of this. And it is going to burn. And it's also going to burn when we get into those squats and lunges. But try and keep your shape for as long as you can. Really feel these working here. Okay, get ready, we're getting up on our feet. Up you get. Squat lunge. Down, lunge. Down, lunge. Take your time. Usually jump squat lunges, they're not too bad, they're exercise I quite enjoy. And we were doing them on Friday's workout as well. Just powering them through for those 30 seconds, but when you pre-work with a minute of slower movement, there's a big difference from an endurance point of view. Okay, we're going to bounce through them now for the next 30. Get ready. Off you go. Not long. And after this, we're going to go to the up down burpee. Hold, down we get, guys. Down to the elbows. Back up to the hands and jump. Down, down to the elbows. Back up to the hands and jump. Down. Just a slower burpee. Certainly much more deliberate. You got to hit the stages, hit the phases. Keep it going though. It's a long set. It's a couple of long sets of work coming up now. Keep that movement going. High knees coming up. On your feet. High knees, guys. Just kick the heart rate up for a bit. Keep going. 10 seconds. Then it's the final minute. Full speed burpees. Get ready. 3, 2, 1. Off you go. Keep the hips as low as you can in your burpee. Not long. Keep your focus, everyone, on these longer sets. Rhythm's quite important. Pacing, but also technique. Don't rush. Take a breather. Oh, 2 down, just 1 to go. So get your breath back. You know, a lot of this work is slower, strength focused. That last little bit at the end, really just kick things up a little. Gets the heart rate going. We've still got 30 seconds and we're going to go one more time. Whew. Okay, just relax, shake things out. I'm going to start on the floor with the plank hold, static plank. We've got 10 seconds, let's get into position. 3, 2, 1, and go. Hold that line. Now, I spoke about sort of if you're finding this tough. If you're finding it easy, what you need to do, even though it's only a minute, is really concentrate on your squeeze. So what I want you to do is push the elbows down towards the toes. Keep straight, but really increase that contraction. Squeeze your glutes, squeeze everything as much as you can. So everything's engaged, everything's switched on. The arms, the shoulders, the chest, as well as the core. The glutes, the back of the body is as important as the front. It's not completely inactive when you do this move. Everything works as a unit. The core works as a belt, a thick belt or corset of muscle going around the midsection. Okay, we're going to move this to mountain climbers Off you go. Keep going, keep pushing. As with any move, when you've got time to think about it, think about the subtleties of your technique. Think about how you can improve everything. Just by subtly changing your body position. Okay, onto the side. Side plank is next. Again, hold that line. Open that chest up. Squeeze the glutes. Make sure the hips aren't sagging. It's a long minute on this side for me. Still not quite up to speed on this arm yet. Squeeze the glutes. Not long now. And I'm just going to shift over on our bums and work this side with the crunch. Not long, 10 seconds. You'll really notice the difference on your running with this. And change, swivel, and crunch. If you can, put your hands on your side there, feel your muscles working. I'm just going to assist, try and get myself up a little higher. Taking that squeeze up into the upper ribs as well. Leading with the shoulder. Always leading with the shoulder. Okay, side plank on this side now. Again, push it forward. Oh. Pull this in. Engage. Feel these muscles working. You'll feel, if you just place your hand here, you can just sort of feel them switching on. So there is your external obliques. Feel them working, holding up, but not just that. You've got the hips here as well engaged. They're keeping your hips up in a nice straight line. Squeeze the lower glute, push the hips forward. Be as lined up as you possibly can. Again, these static holds, this is what you do when you hold yourself up. This is what you do when you run, you don't even think about it. Your body is always working to keep stuff tall. 3, 2, 1, let's just swivel our bums and crunch. Okay, moving on now. This is the last set. So you're doing really well, everyone. So it's just adding that little bit of extra movement. Feel all the muscles here on the ribs as well, switching on, not just the obliques. Moving into Superman hold next. Switch it over. And off you go. Again, this doesn't seem like much, you're just holding yourself off the floor. But it does a hell of a lot. Think about opening up your shoulders as well. Chest is proud. The glutes are engaged. This move will do absolute wonders for laptop position, laptop posture. When you start to feel a little bit huddled like a Tyrannosaurus, hunched over your laptop. This kind of work is so important. Keeping the back strong. Making sure that your shoulders don't round forward. You look taller when your posture's better as well, which is very important for me as a short man. Okay, flutter kick. Got 30 seconds of this, and then we're moving into the squats and the lunges, into the final part of the workout as we kick the energy level up a little bit. Okay, less than 10. Get ready to get on your feet. In 3, 2, 1, up you get. Oh. Squat and lunge now. Sit it down, lunge. Sit it down, lunge. Keep it going, guys. Because we're going to be bounding through those movements in the next 30-second block. Well, as best as we can manage for a bound anyway. Halfway through this set. Really focus on your squat. Second, get it down there. Get the hips right down. Take it into a full depth squat if you can. Because you won't be getting that low in the squat jump version we're going to do next. Make most of it. Get those hips down. Here we go. 2, 1. Squat. Lunge. Squat. Lunge. Keep it going. Only 30 seconds of this. Then we'll move into the up down burpee. Less than 10. Here we go. Up down burpee, guys. Down, down. Hands, hands. Up you come. Not long. Less than 2 minutes of workout. 30 seconds on this. 30 seconds on the high knees. 1 minute on a full speed burpee. Okay, high knees next. Okay, high knees. Drive those knees right up to the waist. Not long, not long. Keep your focus, everybody. Okay, full speed burpees now. Keep working. Keep that pace up. Get the hips down when you land, so you're not bending from the back. You're hinging from the hips as much as you can. Try to get a little bit more pace. I'm starting to flag a bit, tailing off. So keep on top of your rhythm. Keep on top of your pace. 20 seconds, keep it going, guys. 10 seconds. And we're done. Oh, done and dusted and finished. Good job, everyone. Get your breath back and we'll get you stretched out. Well done, everybody, really well done. Let's get down there. Whew. So, start with the hamstrings, stick a leg in the air. That's it. Keep that tailbone down. Maintain that hollow in the lower back. Ease out. Change over. Same thing on the other side. And again, you might notice One side perhaps a little tighter than the other. Come back to it, keep coming back to them. Keep yourself mobile. Keep yourself balanced. Ease out that one. Place your left ankle on your right knee. Thread your left hand through the hole and ease into it. That's it. And again, open up the hip. Relax, change over. Same on the other side. Open up the hip, thread the hand through. That's it. Again, don't do what I just did. I'm looking up at the monitor. Just relax your head and shoulders on the floor. Although of course you are going to have to check what I'm up to as I'm changing stretches. Okay, ease out of that one, straighten that right leg, bend your left, place your right hand on the outside of your left leg, take it across the centre line, keeping your left hand and shoulder on the floor, ease into the stretch. Ease out and change, same on the other side. That's it, ease out that one, roll over onto your side, bring both knees up to waist height, take the ankle to the top leg, peel it back. Ease out, change, same thing on the side. Take the ankle to the top leg, peel it back. And then ease out that one, roll over onto your front. Let's get through the front of the body. This should feel lovely and free and open now. For all those Superman holes. If you want to, come up a little higher. Engage the glutes, engage the lower back. Open the chest right out. Bring the chest back down, take the hips to the heels. Turn the palms up. Slide one leg forward and across, the other one straight back into a pigeon. Again, just sit yourself up on your elbows. I find you get a better stretch in the hip. This is quite nice when you're folding over, it's nice for the back. But actually, if you just come up onto your elbows and push the chest through, you just got a little bit more control over how much stretching you're putting into the hip. You get a nicer, deeper, more sort of focused stretch there. Ease out, change over. Same on the other side. Again, just control yourself as you sit down into the hip and using your elbows and your upper body to just control the stretch and where you're putting it. That's it, just walk your hands back. Sweep your leg around. Brace yourself on the front knee, tuck the tailbone under. Just make sure this is switched on. You're extending the hip even before you move forward. And then as you do that, you'll really feel the stretch here. Again, a very important muscle to keep mobile. You don't want these getting too tight. Keep the heel of the hand upwards. Extend that stretch then into the side of the trunk as you just shift the shoulder up with the hand. You don't have to tip forward or to the side too much. It's just an extension rather than anything else. Change it over onto the other side. And again, squeeze these glutes first. Tuck the tailbone under Then ease the hips forward. The other hand up and over. That's it. Come to standing. Hands in the lower back. Open out the chest. That's it. Bring it round. Hands in the front. Open out the back. Bring the arm across, hug it in. Open out the back of this shoulder now. That's it. And then change onto the other side. And then last couple of stretches, hands down between the shoulder blades if you can. If you're nice and mobile in the shoulders, unlike me, you can get your hands around. Brilliant. If you can't, don't worry about it. Just place your hand on your elbow and hold it there. Oh, it's a good day for me, this. The alternative is this, of course, if you find that a tricky one. And then swap sides. Slide that down there. Yeah, that's not getting there. In this position here. And then reach up nice and tall, up onto your toes. And we're done. Really, really well done, guys. Brilliant, brilliant work. Well done. Take care.